Want to have the most gifted sex ever? Learn to get emotional. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Jet Reynolds, and welcome back to the Gifted channel, the goat farm where it sucks to be number 2. And today we're going to dig into something that men usually don't like to get into, and that's emotional. We're going to get emotional today, and we're going to talk about how that relates to gifted sex. Now, we all know that women are more emotional, men are more visual, tangible, so on and so forth. But what I really want to get into is, if you really want to give someone a gifted experience, you have to get to that level. Getting to that level means to get emotional. Now, I'm not saying that men aren't emotional, period. Look, there are plenty of men out there who are in love with their wives, in love with their girlfriends, in love with those special people in their life. That's easy. I'm talking about someone that you may meet, how to get emotional, how to fall in love with them in that moment, and then be able to detach. I may not love you tomorrow, but right now, I love you more than anything in this world. That's it. Class dismissed. Good night. But seriously, there's so much power in that statement. First of all, that statement screams being in the moment. Being in the moment, not thinking about what happened yesterday, not thinking about what's happening tomorrow. Being in the moment and allowing yourself to be true in that moment. Allowing yourself, your emotions to fly. Allowing yourself to completely be in love, to be enamored with that person. I may not love you tomorrow, but right now I love you more than anything in this world. That means creating a bubble that is that world. The world that you're talking about in that statement is the bubble, the world that you've created, that you two individuals are in, the world that you have complete control of, the world that she's gonna wish that she had it all the time. I remember one time I had met this girl on the internet and we had talked back and forth or whatever have you. And I'll never forget when we met for the first time. It was, by that time we had gone back and forth. It was like straight sex. We were gonna get straight to business by that time. And I'll never forget getting to her house and, we were just hanging out. And then when things started to get intimate, now during this time, I'm on my gifted journey, but this is definitely something I had discovered by this point, was allowing myself to fall in love with that person in the moment. And I remember from the first time I touched her, within about 5 or 10 minutes, she was like, damn, it's like, we never even met, but I feel like you missed me so much. She's like, I could feel it in your entire body. I let that love completely fill me up. I never met this girl in my life, and most likely after we finished, I probably wouldn't speak to her again, but no, that wasn't the case. We actually continued on for a while, but I had no feelings of emotion. I had no feelings of love for this individual, but at that moment in time, if I was committed to giving her a gifted experience, then I had to commit to love. I had to wake up that morning and choose love, and that's what I did. So doing that, basically, I put an invisible leash on her. At that point in time, after I'd had gifted sex with her numerous times and she felt this passion deep down inside, she, whenever I wanted to, for years, finally, I haven't spoken to her in years, but whenever I wanted to, I would just call her up. It didn't matter. She was in a relationship, married, when she was married, I was like, hey, I'm not getting involved in that. So somebody shoot you in the face for screwing their wife, kind of had it coming to you. But that is the situation, and that was based off of being in the moment, and based off of allowing myself to feel these feelings of love for that moment. You got to clear your head of the what ifs. Men start getting into what ifs. Yo, what if this girl goes crazy? What if she thinks I really love it? Don't worry about that. Don't say it. Do not say it. Don't you say it. Do not say that L word. It's not what you say, what you do. You can show it. Don't ever say it. It's not what you say, it's what you do. You have to commit to that bubble that you create. You have to feel like this may be the last time you ever have sex. You have to she has to be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. You have to put out everything in your focus, everything, complete tunnel vision, put out everything. The only thing that can exist is this woman. And if you choose to give her a gifted experience, you have to see her in a way that drives you wild. You have to become intoxicated by her. You have to allow yourself to fall in love. You have to allow yourself to go there. If you want to give a gifted experience, it starts there. It starts with you. I guarantee you, this is the most important element of being gifted, period. Like I said, with any of my teachers, I'm not telling you, there are a few times where I will teach a specific technique, but for the most part, I can't. You know why? Because every woman's different. And you know why? Every moment is different. So even every woman is different, but not just every woman's different, but then every moment with that woman is different. Every time you have sex. I'm not teaching generic sex. That's not what we're teaching here. So therefore, you have to be able to fall in love with that woman every single time. And what's crazy is, I know it sounds wild, right? But the more you do it, the easier it gets. Like, I'm telling you, I can do it at will now. Remember, it's not a life commitment. You're not buying a car, you're leasing a car. So don't get caught up in that. Look, you guys go out there, have a great time. I'll see you on the next one. Jet Reynolds, I'm out.